All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Championship Court. This is Scott Golden, joined by Jan David, and we've got a fantastic matchup. You've got Aditya Ruhela, who was playing in the men's singles open earlier and won that, and his partner, Jan, is
Devanshu.
And then you've got on the other side, which is the team from Taiwanese. Let's see if we can pull their names up real quick. Give us just a minute and we'll pull that up. It is Shu Yi Shin and Win Ku Chang. I think that's how you say it.
Correct, yeah.
You know, I do the best I can with the names. But that one actually, those aren't too bad. But we got a good match. These guys are very talented players, both sides. The X factor is going to be Aditya's partner. He's young, he's talented, but can he rise to the occasion of a quarterfinal match on championship court?
Yeah. Aditya and Devanshu train together. They have a good doubles partner or doubles coach in India. So I was just talking to them just before the match. They feel very confident about themselves as a team. On the other side, we have a fantastic team from Taiwan, Eddie Shen, which is wearing the red hat. He's a former tennis coach and tennis player. Fantastic hands, coordination. So again, the same applies for Taiwanese as was said about the Filipinos. This is their first international event, and as we probably know, or maybe some of you may know from tennis, Taiwanese tennis players never traveled abroad. And I remember from my time when I was traveling with my kids, whenever they had a Taiwanese player in the draw, we were basically shaking. So lots of knowledge and expertise on both sides. Let's see how it all goes.
Nice shot through the middle there. I believe the forehand has got to take control of that point. Get a paddle on that middle ball. You're going to see a lot of drives from Aditya and his partner and crashing the net. They're going to look to speed the ball up on the third shot, crash the net, and look for a put away. Just like that. If they were thinking about it, they should actually return to Aditya's partner. He's got a little less experience, and his drive may not be quite as powerful. They need to at least test it early to find out which one of them is going to be able to return. But you can see that Aditya is coming over to take that third shot all the way over, like imposing himself on the other side because he wants to take control of these points early and often.
Yeah. Aditya is a very good mixed doubles player. Usually covers the whole court. With the men's doubles, he really needs to have a partner who really doesn't mind.
Correct. And mixed as well.
Yeah.
Mixed usually isn't the issue there. They get out of the way. But in men, sometimes it can be a little bit of a troublesome problem to have if they don't get out of the way for you. But he plays a lot like a Riley Newman, just very active, constantly applying pressure to you to try to make you break under that pressure.
Right.
That's the drop shot that they need. They got to get to his backhand. Not that he does, like he's got an incredible backhand, but when they hit their returns, they need, if they're going to go to Aditya on the return, it needs to be over far to the backhand. Yeah,
oh, beautiful.
That's the quick hands that you were talking about. They're ready for those exchanges. Actually, they probably prefer that and thrive on those fast volleys.
Yeah. On the other side, they also have very soft hands, which is incredible. And again, you know, for Taiwanese, this is the first truly international tournament, so I think that there will be a new experience for them.
For sure, they're going to get tested. But so far early, they're holding their own against the team from India. All right, I think it's 3-2. They've doubled up the score now. I believe it's 4-2. Kataria so far able to hold his own on the court right now. Obviously very talented. So that middle ball could be potentially a problem for them if they don't work that out. I feel like because Aditya's playing so active, that Kataria needs to give him that middle ball. That's a good reset right there. Great defensive hands. Nice soft touch to reset. Goes for the attack. I think he should have been a little more patient, but you know what? In that moment, he wanted to attack that ball, and he did. But boy, those resets were really nice.
Very nice soft hands, yeah.
Yeah, it's like the ability to take that ball out of the air and cut it back into the kitchen is a very high-level shot. Yeah. Obviously, he comes from some type of table tennis or badminton, some type of background in tennis. There you go. A tennis player that knows how to volley can transition to this very, very easily.
Yeah. Well, Eddie is one of the better players, maybe one of the best players in Taiwan right now, and very solid person with good family, good values, very friendly also, on court and off court. So,
yeah, these guys are holding their own, but it's 6-2 right now in favor of Kataria and Ruhela. And the reason for that is because the team from India has been applying more pressure than the other team. The other team is playing more defensive right now. They're trying to just stay in the point versus what I like to say is like dictating the point and controlling the ball and the movement. So far, it's in the favor of Aditya and Kataria because they're able to push the pace a little bit more.
Yeah, correct. I mean, Taiwanese people are on a defense right now. They have a beautiful soft hands, but they didn't drive too many balls. They didn't create too many opportunities. That was maybe a little later call.
That was a very late call. It was after he hit it. So in my opinion, Aditya hit the ball, it went into the net, and then he said out. Yeah. So if it hits the net before you make a call, I believe the call should stand as good.
Exactly, and that's what is going to happen because it was a little bit of a suspicious call.
It was very late. After if he would have hit a winner, do you think he would still call it out? Maybe not.
Maybe not.
We won't know, but
we will never know.
I'm always curious about that. But
that was a nice setup.
And he's got a nice crisp punch volley from the backhand side. If you leave it up to him up high, he's going to power through that ball like that. He's not going to block and reset.
Yeah, and that is a problem with Aditya because he's moving so much to the right side that he's opening up his left side of the court. And
correct. And that should be the strategy from their perspective. Instead of playing keep away from Aditya, you actually go behind him to keep him honest. And
Exactly.
if they knew that strategy going in, they would be much more equipped to handle Aditya and his active style. Unfortunately for them, this is their first time seeing these guys probably. So they're trying to figure it out on the fly. So see how he's, so like Aditya, if you were to just zoom a camera in on Aditya while he's playing in doubles, he's like a crouching tiger, hidden dragon. I mean, he's looking to pounce at any moment, and that's that.
Very nice.
So
Very
that's
nice
what they
block.
have to do.
Yep.
Take that ball, put it back behind him, and make him respect the ability for you to go behind him like that.
Yeah, Aditya is a very nice and very good singles player. He's an awesome mixed doubles player, but because of his style, he probably is not the best men's doubles player.
Well, in mixed, he's much better because the female just kind of stands off to the
Exactly.
side and lets him play singles.
Yeah.
But Daniel Moore was able to win against Aditya in mixed doubles simply because Daniel had a high IQ of strategy for mixed doubles and was able to really pinpoint getting behind Aditya multiple times throughout that match.
Yeah. But that was a mixed doubles, right?
No, in the mixed.
Oh,
He beat him in the men's too.
men's.
I played against him with Daniel, but
I see.
in the mixed, I mean Tyson played with him in the
Right.
men's doubles, but my point is in mixed, Daniel was able to take him down because he could neutralize his threat, the threat. And see, I'm just telling you, I see this so clear. The returns have to go soft to the backhand or deep to the backhand, either one, over to Aditya. Going middle like that is not the way to beat him. That's how you beat Aditya right there. That shot right there. That's the one. See? He's not super it's not that he has a bad backhand, Jan. He's just not super comfortable staying in that dink for 5, 7, 9 times in a row.
He would like eventually to drive the ball.
Correct.
Yeah.
He wants to attack at every moment, and if you can keep that ball soft and unattackable, he has no option but to try to speed it up because he's uncomfortable in that. If I was the coach for the Taiwanese team, I would say deep returns to the backhand of Aditya and then soft dinks to the backhand once he gets up. And then once you pull him over, you can go back through the middle.
Yeah.
Because his partner, Kataria, is just going to be kind of sitting there, not ready for the ball to come through the middle. See how he's backing off? So you move him over, and then you attack through the middle. This pattern that we see, I don't even know if the Taiwanese team knows that they're doing that intentionally and that it's going to work. Nice defensive play there. Oh. Did he get that ball in? Oh, it was just out. I actually thought he might have hit that ball in. Let's take a look. Oh, man, the replay. He was very close to get that ball over. Let's watch it one more time on slow motion. Let's take a look.
I think it was wide. Yeah.
It was barely out, but boy, it was extremely close. Extremely close. I think he might have a little blood. You know, when you dive on this tennis surface, especially a newer surface, it's going to rough your skin up.
Yes.
You won't have a choice in it.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
You definitely don't want to get him comfortable in those firefights like that. He loves to initiate attacks. So I believe it's 8-3.
I was about to ask you.
I think it's 8-3. I know they're switching ends, and I know that the team India is getting the ball serving on the switch. So it's 8 to, I believe, 3. We've got a nice match going on off court over here. There's a lot of eyeballs watching over there too.
There are many good matches currently going.
Yeah, it's very, very good matches going on, and we're going to get only better and better matches going forward here. That's what I love about these brackets is it dwindles down to the best teams left, and you get to see the progression of the level of play continues to elevate each round that you go deeper into the brackets.
Exactly.
I like that return. I like that return. Nice and deep, soft. Yeah, see, they're figuring out, I think, that they keep going to the backhand. Yeah, that's a good strategy. I think they should continue to do that to see how he responds to that strategy. Is he used to them attacking his backhand or going at his backhand? But see, when they return to that middle area, he's gonna clobber the ball. He happened to miss that one by a little margin, but he'll strike most of those for winners. I love his counterpunch. He was a little late on that, but Kataria needs to be very careful attacking that backhand punch. That's a dangerous shot when somebody has that.
It's like a wall, hitting the wall.
It's like hitting a wall, and if they can get down on the ball versus straight across, you're in trouble. Yeah, so that ball's not coming back. That's a hard-hitting guy right there. He can crush a pickleball. He hit like the first two kind of okay, and then he just...
But the third one was really, the body went just very, uncoiled the body.
Yeah, he was like a snake coiled up and uncoiled that body. That's a great analogy, actually, the coiled snake, and then he just, boom. I believe it's 8-3 still.
I think it's 8-5. Oh, I think 8-5, 9-5 now. I was.
Okay, 9-5. Yeah, they're just hammering away right there.
This was actually, I think, the first attack ever Taiwanese players.
Yeah, we haven't seen that very much. Yeah. The initiation of the attacks.
Exactly. Oh.
As long as they know what's coming from Aditya, then they can be ready to respond. The problem is if you're on your heels not ready, that's when you pop it up and he comes in and crushes you. That's a soft touch shot. I love his touch. Yeah. Actually, both of those guys on the side from Taiwanese are definitely delicate, soft touch players. Yeah. But again, I'm saying this many times, but they're staying too much in the middle area with his forehand. They've got to figure out a way to get the ball out to the corners to neutralize his ability to attack. He's literally standing on the same side with his partner.
In the middle, yep.
You've got to control the narrative, and the narrative so far has been controlled by Aditya doing whatever he wants, and you have to change that up like that. You got to go behind him. It's not, Jan, it's funny because I'm watching, you're watching. From our vantage point, it's easy to see. But when you're out there, it's not easy to just make those adjustments on the fly and fix something. That's a good attack. I actually like that.
Good idea, yeah.
Yeah, great idea. The execution missed a little bit.
I think it's even more maybe important to keep Aditya on his side of
this, just like that. I love that. I love that Ernie right there. That's a badminton shot. Did you see that? That's what I love about the badminton players. They time their jump, and once they come down on the ball, it's not coming back.
Yep. They can do the smash from the jumping position.
Which, by the way, I don't know if you've ever tried to jump and hit a pickleball hard. It's very difficult to do that.
Oh, look at that.
That's impressive. Let's watch that on the replay. Look at that defensive hand. He just slid his backhand right into the middle where the ball was. This is stuff you don't teach. This is instinct. That's pure instinct right there. Oh, so beautiful. Just a beautiful game. High to the backhand is going to burn you right there. Aditya and Kataria have to be very careful. This is dangerous territory right now. They're starting to get a little momentum, starting to feel some confidence. This could get very interesting down the stretch.
It's definitely a match which is very entertaining.
Well, that's what we want, right? We want to see a good 15-point match.
Yeah.
Close final, close finish.
Oh.
I sort of disagree with that blocking right there. He got a ball above the net. You've got to use that punch shot to your advantage.
They don't punch the balls.
He didn't punch it. Yeah. He's got to step in. If you watch it on the replay, he just tries to block that. He's got to step in and really volley that ball hard. Oh. That is these two can hit some massive overheads right there. Jan, in Alabama, we say, that ain't coming back. I'm not sure if that translates over here into Asia.
That's right. I don't know how you say that in Bahasa or Balinese.
Me either.
But definitely it was a correct statement.
Yeah, that's such good pressure applied from Aditya. But again, it starts with the weak return halfway up the court to his forehand. I mean, this guy is a master craftsman when he can get a forehand ball waist high that has no pace.
You really need to keep him low because everything around your waist or his chest, he's going to drive it. But overall, I'm happy how Taiwanese guys are doing. So.
They are battling right now.
Yeah.
I will say one thing also that I'm noticing, because the Taiwanese team is newer. This is their first international tournament. They really have no team or corner over there to help strategize for them. They are figuring this out together, just the two of them.
As they go,
As they go. And I guess, in some ways, that's a great learning tool to just figure it out on your own. But if you can have somebody in your corner to say, hey, stop returning the ball down the middle to his forehand, go wide, go out wide, and that can just click for somebody. But I like what they're trying to do right now. Is like they're experimenting as the game's unfolding. Okay, that didn't work. Let's go away from that.
Exactly.
All right, let's try this. Oh, that worked a little bit. Let's stay with that plan until something different happens. So my best advice to them would be pull Aditya over to the left, get him back to his position, and then you can attack down the middle or attack the other guy. But don't go into that middle zone until you have him pulled back over.
Exactly.
I love that touch. That can help win them some points right there.
Yep.
Just keeping the ball low and unattackable.
This is what is beautiful. And for Taiwanese people, the process of learning, because they definitely have a soft game, awesome game.
Yes.
I think what they need to work is on their drives a little bit more.
Yeah, they got to be a little more offensive and aggressive at times.
Exactly.
But blend that in with their nice soft touch and their ability to reset the ball could really make for a great team. And let's not count them out just yet. You know, this game's far from over. It's definitely been controlled by Aditya and Kataria so far, but anything can happen in pickleball. Anything can absolutely happen in pickleball. That is such a beautiful drop right there. Look, well, that one straight on him, but I love the ability to drop cross court to Aditya's backhand. This game's not over yet. They're only down 4 points. Yeah. So again, like, I like his idea, but he, in my opinion, he's picking the wrong times to attack. That was not the time to attack there because they were moving in. He needs to just reset down into the kitchen.
Yeah.
And
I see like Eddie is calming his down because I think that he is now doubting himself, and that was actually third unforced error.
Yes.
So now his mind is affected.
Yes, and that can creep into somebody's game physically. You can see it happening, even though it's just a mental thing.
Yeah, it is most of the time spent on.
Yeah, it's just a mental thing. You have to shake that stuff off. The best competitors in the world, the Djokovic, Nadal, Federer, those guys are able to wipe the negativity out of their mind point to point and just focus on the next point and not allow their emotions to take control of them.
Not sure if you saw the serve, and he nearly aced Aditya.
He almost aced Aditya?
Yeah.
But it was out?
No, it was in.
Oh, wow.
Basically, it was a direct point from the serve, but the serve was huge, amazing.
Yeah, that's really good. That's really good.
Yeah.
I will say this. Their hands, they're ready.
Very quick.
They're ready
yes.
for that ball to be sped up at them. He's always a showman. If he listens to what we're saying, he's interacting with us. You know, sometimes when he hits a good shot, he'll look over at us.
Well, people, even if they don't want to hear you, they hear you.
Yeah, sometimes in the States, my voice is very loud, and I've had some of the pro players ask me to like be quiet,
to calm down. Yeah.
like between the points, you know. I love the soft touch from these guys. It's very fun to watch them dink.
Yeah.
I believe that that's a good strategy, but you got to execute. You know, I mean, at some point somebody's going to mess up.
Yeah, I don't know how you see it, but Eddie is not getting too many balls.
No, he's not hardly seeing anything right now.
He's clearly one of, if not the best player right now on the court, but he's getting very, very few balls.
Well, this is where stacking would come into play. So they've been stuck on that side like that for a while now. Yeah, see, what did I say earlier? The punch volley, when you can get on top of the ball, it's a dangerous shot. I shouldn't say never. Rarely does that ball get returned because it's got such a hard angle going down with so much power.
Yep.
That's just unfortunate. I like his aggressiveness. I like his mindset there. But, again, just left it up a little too high. When you attack, you have to hit down at the body below the waist if possible. He's really cranking up that serve. Wow, I got to tell you, that's impressive. That's impressive. The defensive hands as Aditya was flying across attacking, really, really nice.
Yeah. He has just damaged our beautiful.
That was the AFP one, too.
AFP.
I have to say, like, this has been a very entertaining game, even though the score is a little lopsided at the moment. Not bad, but it's been controlled mostly from Team India. But
it's completely like two different game styles, and that's basically what is beautiful on it.
Which makes it very entertaining, right?
Exactly. two different schools, and that's why I was so happy that Taiwanese people finally could go out of the country after so many months or even years being locked. And I think this is a great exposure for them and learning process, getting information for the next development of the game, because definitely they have soft hands. That is no doubt about that.
What'd you say earlier? They could hold eggs or
Yep,
something like
yep.
that?
It's just like,
Look at that. Oh, now he
Oh.
missed that, but that's just
Yeah.
a beautiful, beautiful reset.
I don't know if you notice when he plays forehand, it is so low with the ball. Basically,
Yeah, his
that's
form
amazing. Yes,
his
yes.
form is excellent. Those kind of guys that you see like that are very fun to watch. They're just aesthetically pleasing to the eyes. That's so good by both these guys. Aditya taking it out of the air. That's just a good point.
I was waiting for the drive at the end a little bit. You know.
Yeah, he wanted to attack it so badly.
He was positioning himself, you know.
I love that. Now he tried that earlier and missed,
And
so he
missed
went
that,
back
yep.
to it though. Now what's our score? They're closing the gap here. I think it's 9-13.
Or 9-12 maybe. Yeah.
I think it's 9-13. No, okay. This is another issue. This is another issue where the receivers cannot stop the serve.
Nope.
You have to be ready when the score is called. The only way you can avoid that is by having your hand up before
Exactly.
the serve has actually been called.
That should have been
It should have been a point, and that happened to the other Indian team. It'll be very, very unfortunate if they lose that point because, I mean, look, you never want a cheap point.
Right.
But the players have to read the rules and understand the rules to the best of their ability. And, you know, I don't know if you were watching earlier, but the game before this, it happened where the receiver was not ready, but he waited till the serve happened to say he wasn't ready.
Yeah.
And you just cannot do that.
He was there.
It's there. It's definitely there.